welcome back to the first video of 2023. Let's just cut right to the chase. I've been talking about this camera for the past 6 months. As soon as this camera came out, I knew this camera was for me, and I've been using the camera that I'm shooting on right now, the Canon 70D, for the past 7 years. So this new one is a pretty big upgrade for me. This is the Sony A7IV. Now, the A7IV has been out for quite a while, for a little bit over a year. It's a great camera, especially it's a big improvement on the A7III. Now the Canon did come out with the R6 Mark II. For me, the A7IV offers a better value. But in this video, I'm going to tell you my first experience with the A7IV. First of all, this is the box that you get with it. Also, it's a bundle that comes with a charger. The first time I charged it was via USB, but then I switched over to the charger, and the battery has been pretty great. I must admit, at first I thought that the battery of Sony cameras wasn't that good, but it lasted a good amount of time, and I was shooting in 4K as well. This is the carry case that you get with the A7IV. I am keeping my camera currently inside of this. Let's just take it out. Here it is. Here it is. The A7IV. It is so tiny. This is the first mirrorless camera that I've ever used as my personal camera. What's astonishing is that it's not that much different than an A1. The body is a little bit smaller, more compact, but then the A1 is about the same size as this. I'm so old school that I've been using DSLR since a long time, and it's just astonishing to me how they have compacted the technology to shrink down a full-size sensor into something like this, and they're making them even smaller. Look at the A7C and the A7C Mark II that's going to come out. The people that have been using the A7S III or the A1, when they come down to A7IV, they think that it's lacking features, it's not that great of a camera. But if you're someone like me who's coming from a crop sensor camera like this 70D, which seems like an ancient camera at this time, but anything with a full frame offers a better image quality. And the last video that I shot with the A7IV was my first 4K video on this channel, and I will link that footage at the end of this video so you can see how the Sony footage looks. So you get a kit lens with this camera, and you can buy this combo for around 2,30,000-ish rupees. But I decided to skip that lens, and the lens that I chose to buy with this is the Sigma 16-28. Now this lens is pretty new, and the only wide angle zoom lens that Sigma had out was a 24-70. So I was considering that when you're recording footage in a small space like I am in my apartment, having that wide angle like the 16mm is pretty great. Plus the image quality out of this is very good. Now there is this lens by Tamron, which is pretty much a direct competitor to this Sigma lens, but personally I prefer Sigma over Tamron, and that just comes down to personal choice. But then also the added factor that this lens just came out and is pretty new as compared to the Tamron, which came out quite a while back. So the obvious choice was the Sigma lens. So this right here is my new shooting combo for these YouTube videos and the pictures that I'm going to be clicking. The Sony A7IV and the Sigma 16-28 f2.8. This camera has a 33 megapixel sensor, and it is such a good hybrid that not only is it good for YouTube videos, but I am planning to print out some of my photos that I'm going to take very soon, so this is going to be great for printing. Also, you can get quite a good blurry background with this lens because it is f2.8. So if you're also using the A7IV and want me to make any future videos about anything specific, let me know down in the comment box below. More videos about the A7IV in comparison to other cameras, specifically the Canon R6 Mark II, and why I chose this above that is going to come very soon. I'll see you again soon.